So you're struggling in school and your grades aren't where you want them to be. Let me tell you, I have been there, and it's so easy to get into mindset that you're not naturally smart. Promise you, that is not true at all. I promise you. The fact that you are here literally searching up how to help yourself, you are in a growth mindset and you're going to succeed. Trust and believe that. And I want you guys to know that I'm speaking on a personal account. I've been in the same position. I've literally been searching up the same YouTube videos. In 6th grade, I was literally in summer school getting all Fs in 6th grade. And it was such a long journey for me. Like, it was so many things I had to learn. I watched so many videos. So I know so much stuff about this topic, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I promise you guys, if you implement what I'm going to say in this video in your life, your teachers are going to be like, who is that? They are literally going to look at you like, that is not the same boy. That is not the same girl I saw yesterday. So let's get straight into it. So now I'm about to give you guys my holy grail, the absolute best method. No, seriously, like, this changed my whole academic career. This is how I learned to study. I didn't know how to study. This is how I learned to study. This is how I literally became an academic weapon. Right here. So when I tell you guys, this is going to work. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a blank piece of paper just like this one. And you're going to write down on the paper the date on the top of it, and you're going to make a to-do list type of list, right? So you're going to sit down, you're going to go through your grades, through your missing work, whatever you have to do, and do not overwhelm yourself, okay? Do not overwhelm yourself. And you're going to put however many assignments. So if you put, for example, 10 assignments, you're going to put the 10 assignments, but you're really going to break it down. What I mean is that if you have to write an essay, do not just say write essay. Break it down, for the love of God. Write intro, write first paragraph, write second paragraph, write third paragraph, write conclusion. Just like that. And then you're going to write the time right next to it. So for example, your intro, it might take 10 minutes. You're going to write 10 minutes for the intro. For your body paragraph, 20, so forth and so forth. You're going to write your whole list down. And then at the end, you're going to write the time you started. You're going to write how much time everything added together should be. So for example, if all that stuff that you have on your to-do list is 2 hours, you're going to write 2 hours. And then when you end, you're going to write your end time. Then you're going to write at the top how many assignments you have. So for example, if I wrote 10 things on my to-do list and I did 8 things, I'll write 8 out of 10. If I wrote 10 things and I did 10 things, I'm going to write 10 out of 10. So you're going to do it like that. You're going to write it down, rip the piece of paper on, and hang it on your wall. Hang it on your wall. Literally look at that. It has to be somewhere where you can look at it, and when you look at it, literally, like I'm telling you, the next day, or maybe not the next day, the whole point of this is that it's competitive. It's going to get you up. It's going to get you going. So you're going to look at that paper, and you're going to make another one the next day. The same thing. Keep making to-do lists. Throughout the whole month, keep doing that whenever you study. Whenever you study, sit down and get the paper and do that. After some time, you're probably going to begin, like for me, this is when I first started studying. I had like 2 papers that month, I think, maybe 3. I had a very small amount of papers because I wasn't that motivated to study, it was just really hard for me. The next month, I had 5 maybe, and I was in competition with myself. So I would have my February right here. I would have it all set on my desk in my little drawer. I would have my February months, my March, so on and so on. And I would organize it all so that it was a competition, and I wanted to get more than the next month. You can also do it 2 weeks. If you only have 3 weeks left in school, do it for the 3 weeks. You got it. And you're going to divide it all up, and you're going to be in competition. So this is really going to push you. If you have like 5 papers for that 1 month, the next month, you're going to try to get 7. You're going to try to beat yourself. If you're doing bi-weekly, then you're going to do, okay, so I studied 5 times the last 2 weeks. This week, I'm going to study more and more and more until you're literally studying every single day of the week. And then, you get used to it, you get into it. It works. Trust me, it works. You're in competition with yourself, and push yourself for this, literally. And I'm telling you guys, when you're starting studying, literally, who needs sleep. This is something that is so controversial, but stop giving yourself the excuse that if I go to sleep now, I'm going to get up and I'm going to have more energy for school. If you don't get ready for the day, please explain to me how you're going to have a good day. Like they say, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. That is so true. You need to get ready for the day. You need to finish your to-do list. I was literally, when I first started studying, I would literally procrastinate until 12 o'clock. And what I usually would do was that I would just go to sleep and tell myself I'll do it in the morning. I got out of that. I told myself I'm literally going to get it done. I'm going to get it done, no matter what. Stick that in your head. Stop giving yourself excuses. Stop saying maybe. Stop saying I'll try to do it. You're going to get it done. You are going to get it done. Point blank, period. Don't give yourself any comment. Literally, the only way you're not getting it done is if the world ends. So, stick to it. Push yourself. I know you guys have it in you. I know you guys have the passion. So, stick to it. Literally, make a to-do list right now. Do it right now. Because why not? Make the to-do list. Write it all down. Write the time. Do it exactly how I told you guys to do it. And then, I want you guys to do every last thing on the list. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I do not care if it's 3 a.m. That was when I was watching the videos. If it is 3 or 2 a.m., write 2 things on the list. That's it. Get it done. You have your first paper. Tomorrow you're going to have another paper. Write 1 thing on the list. Literally write, get ready for bed. The next day, do more. Just do it. Just do it. Promise you guys, it's the best thing you can do for yourself. And also, don't forget, there's literally such thing as coffee. When I tell you guys, when I first started studying, my junior year was really when I got consistent with it. Because I had, been trying to do that for a couple years. And obviously, I was doing good. But I would have my times where I would just, do worse a little bit. So, junior year, I did not give myself any choice. I would stay up until literally 5 in the morning sometimes. Because I would procrastinate and then I would have to stay until 5. I would literally get like a coffee this big. Or energy drink this big. Or I literally had this one water bottle that I would fill that was like this big. And I would just walk around with it, sipping the coffee all day. I wouldn't let myself sleep in class. Don't sleep in classes. No. If you're trying to be the best student you can and you're sleeping in your classes, girl, there's no reason to be sleeping in your classes. Get up, get it done. So now I'm going to give you guys 3 tips to learn how to study and to stay consistent with it. So the first one is to clean your room. Oh my gosh, if your room is dirty, that is so disrespectful to yourself. That is so disrespectful to yourself. No, seriously. Like, that is literally where you sleep. That is literally where you live, and you're leaving it dirty. You know how they say that, like, your bedroom is a reflection of your mind? It really is. And you deserve to have a clean room. You deserve to be in a clean space. If your room is dirty right now, pause it and go clean it. Go clean it and come back. Because that should be your main priority, is taking care of that type of stuff. Take care of it. And then, obviously, it's very important for your mind to have a clean room. But it's also very important that you guys are having a clean space, that you guys, like, you kind of feel the energy of, like, okay, let me go home. It can be the first thing you do. That really helps me. Because me, when I go home, I'm not going to just drop my backpack and start doing work. I just came home from school, So what you guys should do though is just clean your room out, change, then take some rest time. Because if you come back into your room and it's already clean, you're going to feel so much more persuaded to actually get into it and start cleaning. Then if you just sit back, lay back, and your room is dirty and then you have to clean your room and then study, it's not it. Just clean your room as soon as you get home. It will make your life a million times easier, and it's respect for yourself. So, everyone says to change your environment, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing about changing your environment is understanding your mood. For example, if you go home, you're going to knock out, go to the library or go to a cafe. Me, for example, I had a point where I did not want to do a single thing. And I was exhausted after school. So what I did for myself was that I set aside some money and I would go to a cafe by my school. I would get my favorite drink. I would sit down on quarter and I would get all my stuff out. I was literally like, I would pretend I was in a movie and literally, no, but seriously, like, get your stuff out, make it look so cute, and literally you can have your little notebook, just be drawing, look cute too. Like, get yourself together, come into the cafe, and get your favorite drink, treat yourself, make it fun. There's no reason it shouldn't be fun. Like I said, you have the opportunity to learn, and you can make it fun. Like, that, you're so blessed. You're so blessed. Tell yourself that all the time. I'm so blessed to be doing this. Don't tell yourself, oh, I have to do this. I'm so blessed that I get to do this. I'm so blessed I get to learn. I'm so blessed I get to go to a cafe, get my favorite drink, and sit down and do this work. And play your music and, like, just literally pretend you're, like, being filmed in Gilmore Girls. Watch Gilmore Girls also. Low-key a side tip. Watch Gilmore Girls. And if you also want to go to the library, there's so many good options you can go to. I know people say you could study, like, under a tree. Study under a tree that works for you. Find what works for you. Do it. Keep changing it up. Keep figuring out your mood. Keep, literally, like I'm telling yourself, you can study and you can find out so much more about yourself. Find out more about yourself. It's a beautiful opportunity. It really is. Okay, so the most important thing is that you communicate with the people around you. And honestly, it's so hard to ask for help when you just keep, like, going back to your old ways. Keep asking for help. I promise you guys, it's going to be okay. And I know it feels like, in the moment, it may feel like, oh my gosh, people probably think I'm just saying this. I'm just, like, keep talking to them. But guys, it is a process. That's what I had to learn. It is a process. It's not going to be that one day you decide that you want all A's and you're just going to skyrocket. No. It's going to be a roller coaster. There's going to be so many ups and downs, but it gets more consistent over time. And you're going to have people who stick with you through that. I have a counselor at my school, one counselor who has been with me since my freshman year, and she has seen me at my lowest points. And I have came to her again and again and again and again. She's always been there for me, you know? And, like, she's literally, like, she's seen me just, like, not care about school at all. She has seen the difference in my mindset, and she stuck with me until it was consistent. She stuck with me. People will stick with you. It takes that one person. It takes that one push. It's really it. And when I say communicate also, I need you guys, if you have been, like, if you really want to turn it around and you're in the middle of the school year, you're in the end of the school year, you're in the last 2 weeks, you can still do it. But you guys need to be vulnerable with your teachers. Me, I had a U.S. history class that I just had no motivation whatsoever for. And I didn't know what to do in that class, you know, like, I was just so stuck. And I came to my teacher and I was really vulnerable with him. Like, I genuinely told him, like, Mister, I've been having so many ups and downs this year, and I really want to turn it around. Like, I have big dreams. I have really big dreams that I really want to achieve. And he was so understanding. When I tell you guys he was so understanding, I never would have got the grade I wanted. As well, the next year, I moved into AP U.S. History, and he told me that he moved me into that class off the list because he believed I can do it, because I had been vulnerable with him. So be vulnerable with your teachers. And another really important thing that I need to add on and tell you guys really need to hear me when I tell you this. Do not do 20 missing assignments, give it to your teacher, and expect them just to grade it all and everything's going to be okay. Honestly, like, I've done that so many times, and my teachers always had an attitude with me. And at first, I would be like, all right, what's up with you? Like, I did the work, right? But no, they come in every single day. They teach. They wake up at 8 a.m. They don't get a good salary. They have a passion for it. They teach you. They do their work. Some of them have after-school office hours where they will stay 2 an hour, however long, just to help their students. They try to help their students, and you don't take any of those resources. Yet at the end of the year, you want to get the same grade as the people who do. You need to be vulnerable with that teacher, and you need to tell them this and this happened. You need to apologize, honestly, because I apologized to so many of my teachers my sophomore year because I had slacked so bad. And I understood, you know, like, my freshman year, I didn't really understand. I would just turn in the assignments and tell them. I would email them, I would team them, I would tell them, like, just grade it. And that would give me B's, but it wouldn't give me relationships with my teachers. And it wouldn't get me to, like, the point where I was understanding the work, the point where, like, school was generally enjoyable. If you want school to be enjoyable, make a relationship with your teachers, understand where they're coming from, and be vulnerable. Take that help. I promise you, your teachers want to help you. They want to help you. If you're in their office hours asking them questions, they want to help you. If you tell them, I really want an A, in the beginning of the trimester, they are going to get you that A. That's what they're there for. And like, honestly, you're going to meet some of the best teachers through this process. You're going to make some of the best connections, which is maybe part of the reason why this is happening, why you're having these setbacks. Okay, lastly, and probably the most important tip is find things that work for you. Find apps that work for you. Literally, the most important thing out of everything is a calendar. You're going to need one. I got this one from Target. This works so good for me, and it's honestly like the way it works is that you basically have the date, you have a long to-do list, you have your notes, you have so many different sections of it, and it's hard to find a good calendar. Like for me personally, this is my second calendar of the year, because the first one I got, it just wasn't it. I'll probably show you guys, like, it just didn't work for me, you know? And you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to make adjustments, but a planner is very, very important. You can get a paper and you can plan out your day, but you need to plan. So just get it done. You can go online. I got this one from Target. You can also go on Amazon. I'm going to link this one down below. So if you guys are really looking for a planner like this is a perfect one. It's not that expensive. It was like $20-something. And also Google Calendars. I would really recommend that because you can have it on your computer and your phone. So like if you're out and about, you can just write stuff down on that, and then you can get it and put it on your actual calendar, or you can just use that as your calendar. So thank you guys so much for staying tuned to the end of the video. Implement this in your life. You guys are going to have a 360. You guys are going to do it. Trust me, I believe in you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. TikTok and Instagram are down below, and subscribe to those. Stay tuned, guys, on my journey. Personally, I'm still working on improving myself every single day. Subscribe, share this to anyone that you know. Thank you guys so much for watching.